Anatomy and Physiology, The Immune System, Things You Should Know, Questions and Answers, by Rumi Michael Lee. Introduction. I would like to thank and congratulate you for listening to this book, Anatomy and Physiology, The Immune System, Things You Should Know, Questions and Answers. This book will help you understand, revise and have a good general knowledge and keywords of the human immune system. Part 1. 1. How many defense systems are there? There are 2 defense systems. 2. What are the 2 defense systems? The innate defense system and the adaptive defense system. 3. What are the characteristics of the adaptive immune system? The adaptive immune system is specific, it has an immune memory, and the adaptive immune system is systemic. 4. Does the active humoral immunity have an immune memory? Yes, the active humoral immunity has an immune memory. 5. Are there complete antigens? Yes, there are complete antigens. 6. Are there incomplete antigens? Yes, there are incomplete antigens. 7. What are the properties of complete antigens? The properties of complete antigens are reactivity and immunogenicity. 8. What are TLR? Toll-like receptors. TLR are membrane receptors. 9. How many TLR receptors are there? There are 11 TLR receptors. 10. Are neutrophils white blood cells or red blood cells? Neutrophils are white blood cells. Part 2. 1. Is the innate defense system specific or non-specific? The innate defense system is non-specific. 2. Is the adaptive defense system specific or non-specific? The adaptive defense system is specific. 3. What is an autoimmune disease? An autoimmune disease is when the body attacks its own tissues. 4. Give an example of an autoimmune disease. An example of an autoimmune disease is multiple sclerosis. 5. What are some examples of surface barriers? The skin and the mucous membranes. 6. What is the function of B lymphocytes? The function of B lymphocytes is humoral immunity. 7. What is the function of T lymphocytes? The function of T lymphocytes is cellular immunity. 8. What is hyperemia? Hyperemia is excess blood. 9. How many classes of antibodies are there? There are 5 classes of antibodies. 10. What are the antibody classes? The antibody classes are IgG, IgE, IgM, and IgD. Part 3. 1. What is the first line of defense of the organism? The first line of defense of the organism consists of the skin and its mucous membranes and secretions. 2. What is the second line of defense of the organism? The second line of defense of the organism consists of its mechanism of internal defenses. 3. Are monocytes white blood cells or red blood cells? Monocytes are white blood cells. 4. What constitutes the most powerful antigens? Proteins. 5. What is immunopathology? Immunopathology is a disease related to the immune system. 6. What are the most abundant leukocytes? The most abundant leukocytes are neutrophilic granulocytes. 7. What is exudate? Exudate is a fluid that contains blood coagulation factors and antibodies. 8. Does passive humoral immunity have an immune memory? No, passive humoral immunity does not have an immune memory. 9. What is immunology? Immunology is the study of immunity. 10. Give another name for an incomplete antigen. Hapten is another name for an incomplete antigen. Part 4. 1. Do all macrophagocytes have the same structure? Yes, all macrophagocytes have the same structure. 2. Do all macrophagocytes have the same function? Yes, all macrophagocytes have the same function. 3. What is the link between fever and the metabolism? Fever increases the rate of the metabolism. 4. Who is an allergist? An allergist is a medical specialist in the field of allergic diseases. 5. Do natural killer cells phagocytize pathogens? No, natural killer cells do not phagocytize pathogens. 6. How do natural killer cells kill pathogens? Natural killer cells kill pathogens by direct contact and by apoptosis. 7. Give some examples of internal defenses. Some examples of internal defenses include inflammation, phagocytes, fever, antimicrobial proteins, and natural killer cells. 8. Are basophils white blood cells or red blood cells? Basophils are white blood cells. 9. What releases histamine? Mast cells release histamine. 10. What is congenital athyma? Congenital athyma is a congenital disease where the thymus does not develop. Part 5. 1. Are the T lymphocytes adaptive or innate defenses? T lymphocytes are adaptive defenses. 2. Are the B lymphocytes adaptive or innate defenses? B lymphocytes are adaptive defenses. 3. Is the action provided by passive humoral immunity long-lasting? No, the action provided by passive humoral immunity is not long-lasting, it is short-lived. 4. What is leukocytosis? Leukocytosis is the increase in the number of leukocytes. 5. Where is the complement system synthesized? The complement system is synthesized in the liver. 6. Do T lymphocytes produce antibodies? No, T lymphocytes do not produce antibodies. 7. Give an example of a case when phagocytes cannot digest pathogens. An example is when the size of the pathogens are too large. 8. What do phagocytes do when they cannot digest pathogens? When phagocytes cannot digest pathogens, they release toxic substances into the extracellular fluid. 9. When is active humoral immunity acquired? Active humoral immunity is acquired by vaccination or by infection. 10. When is passive humoral immunity acquired? Passive humoral immunity is acquired when the antibodies of a mother pass through the placenta or through donor antibodies. Conclusion. Thank you once again for listening to this book. I hope it has helped you in your journey to understanding the anatomy, physiology, and the immune system of the human body.